Habits that harden willpower. The alarm goes off. You hit snooze. Your body wants to stay warm and your mind wants to drift. But you get up anyway. And that act, simple, predictable, repeated daily, is the forge where willpower is tempered. Welcome back to the Daily Spark. One more day in our week, discipline drives destiny. Today we look at the habits that harden willpower and make excellence non-negotiable. What if I told you that willpower isn't something you're born with? It's something you build, one habit at a time. I'm glad you're here, because today we're unpacking how little habits become the architecture of your discipline muscle and how that muscle determines your trajectory as a leader. Let's look at the journey of Jennifer Doudna, a biochemist who helped pioneer CRISPR, gene editing technology, and won the Nobel Prize in 2020. But the real story isn't the prize. It's the daily habits of research, long nights in the lab, the meticulous experiments that failed dozens of times, and the refusal to give up. In recent interviews, she's emphasized that science is built on repeated ritual, setting up plates, cleaning up, reviewing data, refocusing, and repeating. Doesn't sound glamorous, does it? For leaders, this illustrates a key truth. Discipline is not one big heroic act. It's the ritual of returning. When the enthusiasm fades, when the excitement wears off, you still come back. You still do the work, you still prepare, you still iterate. Imagine your weekly calendar. Where are you repeating the same prep, reflect, improve rhythm? Maybe it's a 15-minute review each morning. Maybe it's the habit of giving honest feedback at the end of every meeting. Maybe it's carving out time to read and learn even if you're busy. These habits become the bedrock of willpower. When crisis hits, when fatigue sets in, when distractions roar, your habits are your scaffolding. The willpower you built habitually keeps you upright. Dr. Doudna's discipline wasn't glamorized. It was the rodent cages, the pipettes, the long hours. But the result? The ability to lead at the frontier of science. Your leadership frontier might look different, but the principle is the same for everyone. Build habits. Harden your willpower. Let discipline become the non-negotiable platform from which your future unfolds. Here's a reflection prompt. What one habit can you commit to this week that will serve as the scaffolding when things get messy? And what small, repeatable action will you take daily? And your daily spark? Start one habit today that your future self will thank you for. The ones you build when you're well are the ones you rely on when you're under pressure. Thanks for joining today's episode. Tomorrow we dive into episode 3, Standards Without Compromise. Until then, build the habit, strengthen the will. See you then.